Hi everyone, it's Tuesday. It's the 19th day. Can you believe we're on the downhill side of February indeed already? I wish we were on the downhill side of this wet forecast. We're not. We're just starting to get cranked back up. Flash flood watch in effect through Thursday morning. I'll tell you how much rain we're now expected to see. It's been adjusted just a bit, and we're still looking at a lot of uncertainty as to how many additional inches of rain we could see in the next significant system over the course of your weekend. Again, thanks for tuning in and being a part of the show. All right, we're going to start off with a little house cleaning and an apology for last night's program, which is actually all on me. Just before the 6 o'clock show aired, and of course, we're just now a week into our new setup that's still improving daily. I made a switch that proved to not be successful, and we lost audio on Foothills, I think, and had some technical issues that also, as well, bled over into Howard's, and I could not get it fixed until actually they had to make an adjustment off-site from the newsroom. But that was all my fault, just trying to make a last-minute switch to try to make a little bit of a tweak and improvement that I should have done earlier or after the show. With that said, my apologies. But again, thank you for letting us know. And again, added another piece of equipment today to the new setup, and it's getting better each and every day and more stable. And before too long, we hope for it to be just completely normal or better than whatever normal used to be. So let me jump right into our headlines tonight. Let me say this. We had a camera last night at the Sagersville City Council meeting. Cameras right now at the Board of Education meeting, the Magoffin County Fiscal Court. I covered an archery signing earlier today, a student going on to further his education at a Kentucky college on an archery scholarship. How cool is that? None of that making headlines tonight because I'm just simply trying to get in last night's monumental, earth-shattering 57th district game for the Magoffin County Hornets, or Lady Hornets, I should say at least. Wow, what a game it was. I'll walk you through the whole thing in just a few moments, and it's some great highlights to see. We'll talk about the rest of the district tournament and an update on the Magoffin County man who's still hospitalized, and that's where we'll start tonight. After a gun says he and his family exploded on him yesterday after newly being purchased, a Remington 770. Just a few rounds into test firing, the weapon came apart and literally exploded in his hands, and he was seriously injured as pieces of that flew and tore into his body. This is the latest update as of tonight. Yeah, just a quick update on Larry Blanton, who is still in the hospital and is actually in ICU at UK, according to his family. I've been in touch with him on a couple of different occasions since our update for you last night. And if you missed last night's show, the family reporting to Your News Today and Mortimer Media Group that Larry had just purchased a new Remington 770 at an area at Walmart. And he and alongside his son were sighting the gun in yesterday morning here in Magoffin County behind his home off of Route 40 when, while apparently loading the weapon, not pulling the trigger, they tell me. We'll talk more with them directly a little later on. But while loading the weapon, they tell family members and they tell Your News Today, the gun went off. It exploded essentially. And confirmed by EMS, it blew apart in the bolt section of the weapon, and a portion of the bolt actually impaled him and went into his lung, to the point that it was surgically removed at the Pikeville Medical Center last night. There were also some complications that developed thereafter after it was realized that he had another injury and would require another and complicated surgery that was done at UK earlier this afternoon, after which he was in ICU, and that was the last update that we have, while he is still, we believe, recovering in the UK Medical Center at this time from what is now confirmed to be his second surgery. As for more details about how the accident happened, whether it was the weapon, the round, that's still undetermined. All we have are the details that the family has provided us. But they say indeed it was a new weapon, and in the process of test firing it, it did explode, and a piece of it, particularly a part of the bolt action, impaled Mr. Blanton before he was taken by ambulance to an area hospital. We'll keep you up to date, and we hope to talk to someone in the family relatively soon about truly a bizarre, but what could have proved to have been a deadly situation. When I come back, we'll jump right into, or soon thereafter, 57th District highlights from last night's, beginning with the Hornet and Sheldon Clark matchup. You had Sheldon Clark, Central, and Paintsville all drawing because they were tied for the number one seed. So last night going into the game, Magoffin County, the 4 seed, facing the first seed, top seed. Winless in the district for the season was Magoffin County, but the game didn't end that way. Even if you were there, you're going to want to watch it again, and that'll happen in just a second. I'll be right back, and let these folks know you're watching every chance you get. Whether it's game time, family time, or any kind of fun or hungry time, it's always a perfect time for the party platter from your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe. 20 crispy buffalo wings, 20 hot and spicy wings, fried pickles, cheese sticks, jalapeno poppers, mini corn dogs, jumbo breast strips, and spicy jumbo dippers. It feeds a crowd for only $34.99, and you get $3 off if you call and order one at least a day ahead. It's party time at your Sagersville Lee's.
If you've driven down the road, watched TV, or listened to the radio, you've seen or heard the ads for the sign and settle law firms. When I hear of someone settling their case for pennies on a dollar with these firms, it chills my soul. If you've been injured, it's all about the money. I'm Attorney Jeff Lovely. I represent injured people who deserve all the money they can get. Call me at my Sayersville office at 349-4522, West Liberty at 743-1965.
From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. Check out the newest arrivals at Gateway Motors, like this 06 twin-turbo V8 all-wheel drive Range Rover, this 06 Jeep Commander full-size trail-rated luxury, this 05 GMC Yukon with third-row heated seats loaded up, and they've got an 08 Nissan Frontier four-wheel drive V6 automatic with only 122,000 miles. And this 06 F-150 has 119,000 original miles. And you can drive off in any or all of these for about $200 a month at Gateway Motors in Sayersville. 349 Cars.
Appalachian Wireless is transforming the way you upgrade your smartphone. Trade in, trade up, and experience the benefits of Appalachian Wireless's trade-in program. Head into any Appalachian Wireless retail location or go to AppalachianWireless.com to get an estimate on your device. Use or apply your device credit towards your new Appalachian Wireless device or account. It's that simple. Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service and bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
The flu and flu-like illnesses are widespread in Kentucky, and they're not going away anytime soon. So odds are, if you aren't or haven't been sick, you likely will be. And Parkway Pharmacy has exactly what we all need to fight it and any other cold or illness, from immune boosters for adults and children as young as 2 to all-natural homeopathics made right here in the United States of America. They can help prevent you from getting sick or get you fast relief if you already are. With great tasting and easy-taking gummies, powdered mixes, rapid-melting fruity tablets, and syrups at Parkway Pharmacy. Now let's go to the Paintsville High School, where a thrilling 57th District tournament tipped off last night with a Magoffin County game that some very esteemed fans have called one of the best they have ever seen. And I don't say that lightly, as the Lady Hornets and the Lady Cardinals of Sheldon Clark faced off for the third time this season. The Lady Hornets were winless in the 57th District before last night. They had lost both times to Sheldon Clark, and indeed were not the favorite going up against the 1 seed after Sheldon Clark, Johnson Central, and Paintsville all drew for the 1 seed, as they were all tied statistically in the district. Well, I don't think this one turned out how anyone thought it would. The tip, it went to Sheldon Clark, but Magoffin County scored first with Shea Blanton's opening 3 to set an early rhythm for the Lady Hornets. Then Sheldon Clark gets on the board with Paige Maynard's 3 off the inbound. And here's Stacy with the rebound. She goes on the move and moves Magoffin County to an early lead with the basket and the damage after. The score was 11-10, Sheldon Clark at the end of the first. Then Magoffin County and Kennedy Stacy go on a roll in the second. Here's Stacy for 2. And as the clock ticks down on the first half, here's Macy Thacker to Kenley Wireman for a perfect 3. And the Lady Hornets pull ahead of the number 1 seed by 10 at the end of the first half. After that, things were a little different. Sheldon Clark outscored Magoffin County 16-14 in the third quarter, but big, consistent baskets like these kept the Lady Hornets dominating Sheldon Clark. Now it's early in the fourth, and with an 8-point lead, Sheldon Clark starts to find a groove. Here's Mackenzie Preston. She doesn't get the basket, but she does get the foul and the 2 free throws, and Kennedy Stacy gets her second foul of the night. And then Madison Thompson takes the ball, takes a bounce, takes a step, and she takes the bucket. And shots keep falling for the Lady Cardinals and for Thompson. As Thompson's 2 free throws tie this game up at 41 each with 4:43 left to play. Now down to the 4-minute mark, Stacy gets called for her 3rd foul of the night, and Thompson goes to the line, and she is golden for 2 of 2 again. Then Magoffin County's Macy Thacker gets the whistle, and Thompson goes back to the line, and 2 of 2. And it's a 45-43 Lady Cardinal lead at 3:30 to go. And we'll be spending a lot of time at the charity stripe. Here's Brittany Thompson back at the line off Kennedy Stacy's 4th foul. Thompson misses both free throws, but gets her own rebound. And after a little ball movement, Madison Thompson is good for another basket. And at the 2-minute mark, Sheldon Clark has a 2-point lead. And seconds later, with Sheldon Clark up 3 and time running out, Kinley Wireman has to go after Brittany Thompson, and she'll go to the free throw line, where she's obviously very comfortable. And she'll this time hit the 2nd of 2, and that second free throw is good for a 4-point Sheldon Clark lead. And with 35 seconds left to go and 4 fouls, Kennedy Stacy checks up from way behind the arc and over everyone for a monster 3. Now Magoffin County is down just by 1. After a timeout, Sheldon Clark almost turns it over after the inbound, and Magoffin County fouls to get the ball back and save some clock. And Snyder hits the 2nd of her 2, and it's a 2-point Sheldon Clark advantage. And then Kennedy Stacy has the ball, goes down off of Thompson, no call, and the Hornets have to foul again. This time it's Maynard at the line. Maynard can't hit either shot. And here we go. The Cards come down with the ball. The shot's no good. Stacy scoops it up and makes a dash for the goal. She drives down and under. Thompson gets a piece of the ball. Then the Cardinals come up with it. Stacy gets a piece of it, and it's a jump ball. Possession, Sheldon Clark. Magoffin County fouls seconds after the inbound, and now they send Snyder back to the stripe. She steps up. The first shot, no good. The second is. And Sheldon Clark leads by 3 with 6.5 seconds to play. All right, here we go. 6.5 seconds left. Barnett with the throw in to Stacy. No foul to Macy Thacker, and Thacker nails it at the buzzer. And it's time for overtime. And from there, Sheldon Clark's Paige Maynard comes down with the tip and wastes no time taking it to Lakin Porter, who turns the first possession of OT into a 2-point lead. Then, 30 seconds later, Barnett sets up Kennedy Stacy, and the 3 is good. And here's Stacy with the steal, the push, the stop, and the pop, and 2 points for the Hornets. But Sheldon Clark is the number 1 seed for a reason. They're not going down without a fight. Here's Porter for a huge 3. But there's still plenty of time on the clock. Kennedy weighs her options as she slow rolls her way down the court. She does run into a little traffic, then she runs right, runs to the rim, and it's in at the 1-minute mark in overtime. Magoffin County leads by 3. Then it's a 5-point Magoffin County lead after Stacy is fouled on the inbounds play, steps to the line, and is perfect for 2 for 2. And then Thompson steps to the line off of Kennedy Stacy's 5th and final foul and cuts it to a 4-point lead with 1 of 2. And Morgan Dameron pulls it down for the Lady Hornets. She feeds it out to Barnett, and Sheldon Clark has to foul. And Haley Barnett, she would step up and hit one of two. And we would go back and forth from free throw line to free throw line 4 more times until time ran out on the favorite. And Magoffin County and the Lady Hornets knock out number 1 Sheldon Clark and the Lady Cardinals in the first round of the 57th District Tournament, unwrapping their golden ticket to the 15th region and the championship game, first of all, this Thursday night at 7 at Paintsville High School. Again, the final score last night, Magoffin County 64, Sheldon Clark 60, so the Lady Cardinals will hang it up with a 13-15 season and 4-3 in the 57th District. While the Lady Hornets got their first district win of the season last night, they're now 1-6 in the 57th, and right now on a 7-23 record for the season. But they're going on to the championship and the 15th region, and they will go on to take on the winner of last night's game 2, which is in front of you. That was Johnson Central and the Lady Tigers. These two teams split in the regular season, but last night it was all Central. Paintsville technically the favorite, ranked 5th in the 15th region. Johnson Central and the Lady Eagles down at the 8th rung on the ladder, but it was definitely Central 64-48 your final score. So that will equal a Johnson Central Magoffin County matchup in the championship Thursday night at 7 at Paintsville. While tonight we've got boys action in the 57th at Paintsville, of course, with the 1 and 4 seeds, Paintsville High School and Sheldon Clark. And tomorrow night, the 2 and 3 seeds, Johnson Central and Magoffin County boys, will meet at 7. And the girls' championship, once again, Thursday at 7. The boys, Friday night at 7. Here's what's hot this week at your Sayersville ShopRite. Chicken leg quarters, family packs, 59 cents a pound. And strawberries, 1 pound package is only $2.49. Little Debbie muffins, 2 boxes, $4. Bone-in pork sirloin roast, just 89 cents a pound. And Bar S hot dogs are just 69 cents a pack. And get 12 packs of Pepsi products, 3 for $11. Price is good only through Tuesday, February the 19th at your Sayersville Save-A-Lot. And be sure to check out their new website at savergroup.com.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Just in at Parkway Gun and Pawn, and everybody was eyeing this one. A lever action Adler Arms 410. And this Maverick over and under 12 gauge, another over and under 12 gauge by TriStar. And if you're looking for something air-powered but still potent, this Ruger 22 caliber rifle will have you covered. And this Gamma 177 is just in stock. And they've got the latest in personal protection in all the calibers and in all the names and styles that you're looking for. And they won't last long at Parkway Gun and Pawn, 349 Pawn. Don't drive or let your family drive in this or this before doing this. Stopping at Conley Tire in Staffordsville for brakes, oil, alignment, and of course, tires. Thousands of tires in stock every day to fit anything with 6 months no interest financing and over 33 years of quality service with a smile. Conley Tire in Staffordsville. At Sayersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sayersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sayersville National. Heart disease. It's the leading cause of death for men and women, taking 1 of every 4 lives. And it's not just affecting older adults anymore. Obesity, high blood pressure, and smoking are causing heart disease in those as young as 35. But the good news is it can often be prevented with good choices, like letting the professionals at Hope Family Medical Center help you manage and improve your condition. February is American Heart Month, and the providers at Hope are ready to help you with good choices.
which are as simple as calling, coming in, or attending their chronic disease self-management program every Wednesday in February at the Lakefront Church of God. Big Sandy Healthcare and Hope Family Medical Center want you to love your heart.
So I'm running out of time. News is piling up. I've got a couple of great stories from last week, a couple of human interest stories. Sagersville City Council, Magoffin Board of Ed, Magoffin Fiscal, a signing today at the Magoffin County High School. And then I've got still the rest of the 57th District Tournament this week, which is where I'm off to right now after your Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar and an updated weather forecast, which has us closely watching total rainfall amounts.
A very happy, albeit belated, but very happy birthday wish to Justin D. Grace, who's knocking on the door. Happy 39th birthday, Justin. It says with a lot of love from your mom, dad, your family, your friends, and we'll chime in on that too. Happy birthday to you. Happy 39th, Justin Grace. And just one quick reminder, the Water into Wine Food Pantry at the Lakefront Church of God distributing commodities Thursday, but tomorrow and Thursday for their pantry. Tomorrow 8:30 till 3. Senior Day is Thursday 8:30 till 3, and commodities for everyone can be picked up after 12:30 on Thursday. Once again, Water into Wine at the Lakefront Church of God. And if you've got an announcement, birthday, anniversary, or like the Water into Wine Food Pantry, just give me a call or let me know any other way, and I'll tell everyone about it. In this Tuesday's obituary listings, a reminder of services to be held tomorrow at 2 for Mandy Ethel Cantrell Mead of Mine Fork, who passed away this week, preceded in death by her husband Dan. Mandy survived by her sons Willie, Ludi, Marvin, and James Mead, and daughters Mandy Butcher and Shirley Bailey. Visitation continues tonight, and services once again start tomorrow at 2 at the Flat Fork Free Will Baptist Church, while the Magoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. 78-year-old Edna Carol Lemaster Cantrell of Buck Joseph Road passed away yesterday, preceded in death by her husband Donald Cantrell. She survived by her son Teddy and daughters Wanda Howard, Jackie Howard, Sheila Patrick, and Linda Radmore. Visitation is going to be after 5 tomorrow and up until Thursday's services that start at 1 from the Bradley Free Will Baptist Church. The Magoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And 54-year-old Letitia Basham Slusher of Cane Drive passed away yesterday, preceded in death by her husband Ronnie. She survived by sons Chad and Jesse Reisner. Chad Basham and Jesse Reisner, also a daughter, Diana McKenzie. Visitation will be after 6 tomorrow and all day Thursday, and prior to Friday's services that start at 1 o'clock, for all from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And 60-year-old Jimmy D. Nichols of Sagersville passed away yesterday at the Sagersville Healthcare Center. Funeral arrangements in his honor are incomplete to be announced soon by the Sagersville Funeral Home. And lastly tonight, 54-year-old Dennis Edward Arnott of Sagersville passed away earlier today. Arrangements too are incomplete but to be announced in his honor soon by the Magoffin County Funeral Home.
Now, weather-wise, real quickly, we are under a flash flood watch in effect from this evening through Thursday morning. A couple of inches or better in the forecast, maybe even more for the weekend as well.
A flood watch is in effect for this evening all the way through Thursday morning after rounds of moderate to heavy rain should arrive later on tonight. Snow or some sleet may mix in at the onset of this precipitation, particularly in locations near and north of the Mountain Parkway. This kind of shows you that we're on the fringe of that here in the viewing area, in the 0 to a half-inch category, maybe up to an inch if you go on to the north, Moorhead, Flemingsburg, and the like. But the rain will be the big part of it, and the moisture will start to roll in tonight around 9 o'clock to midnight for much of the viewing area. Rounds of moderate to heavy rain will continue into early Thursday as well. And we're still looking at more rounds of moderate to heavy rain, bringing a renewed threat of flooding later this weekend. The rainfall amounts between now and Thursday still stand to be anywhere from 1 3/4 to 2.5 inches of total rainfall. As for your temperatures and the rest of your outlook, brought to you by Licking Valley RECC, chance of rain and snow and some mix tonight, anywhere from 9 to 10 to 11. Temperatures are going to fall to around 35 tonight and then rise to around 40 during the overnight, and east winds will be anywhere from 5 to 17 miles per hour. Rain likely tomorrow, thunderstorms possible after 1. Some of those storms could produce some heavy rain. 54 with winds out of the south anywhere up to 6 to 9, 15 miles per hour on your Wednesday, and the rain, yes, continues. Wednesday night, possibly thunderstorms as well. Winds out of the south, anywhere from 6 to 8 to 17 miles per hour. And once again, rainfall amounts anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches or so for a lot of the viewing area. And it will take some of those isolated spots where we see some heavy downpours to get up to that total 2.5 to 2 3/4 of an inch, I think, or inches. Thursday, mostly cloudy, and believe it or not, we'll see mostly a dry Thursday. Skies will go from mostly cloudy to sunny through the afternoon, and daytime highs of 54, and that will be short-lived because by the time Thursday night rolls around, 2 or 3 in the a.m., shower chances roll back in with a low of 37, a 40% chance of rain early Friday, and 50 degrees will go to a almost likelihood of rain by Friday night with a low of 44. And that rain and those showers will continue into your Saturday, maybe some more thunderstorms over the course of your weekend. Daytime highs Saturday look to be right around 63, 52 rather mild degrees that night with showers continuing, and a 30% chance of showers continuing into your Sunday, with a 51-degree, mostly sunny Monday, and a pattern that I hope will dry up soon thereafter. We'll wait and see.
And that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm off to Paintsville. The Tigers and the Cardinals of Sheldon Clark tip off in boys action tonight. And then, of course, as I said earlier, Central and McGoffin County tomorrow night. Highlights of all the games you can find right here on Your News Today the rest of the week. For now, thank you for watching. Have a good Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.